How we doing, guys? I just want to make this video today and get in front of you and talk to you about a subject that I think is very important. In fact, the reason why it's on my mind is we talked about it today at Power Hour. And, it's something that we talk about regularly, and it's something that we need to get over. We need to figure out exactly what it is and how to get past it in order for us to get where we want to be, achieve our goals, be the best entrepreneur we could possibly be the best person we can possibly be. And what I'm talking about is fear. Okay, fear is, it's a crippler, and it'll hold you down, it'll beat you to the ground and keep you there if you don't, number one, understand what it is and how to keep it in check and how to use it, really. And I think one of the biggest things that people do incorrectly is that they don't really understand the concepts of business. They don't really understand the concepts of development. Like when we talk about fear, everybody has a preconceived notion of what that is. And I think one of the great exercises you guys can do with anything and everything is that when you hear about a concept or a word, I know this may sound very elementary to you guys, but look up the definition. I mean, you don't even know what fear means, right? What's the definition of fear? You have an idea of what that concept of fear is, but you don't really necessarily know what it is by the definition. When I define words, I look up definitions, they become immediately more clear to me. And then I understand where they come from, and it helps me understand the concept of them a lot better. And then I could kind of adjust my internal dialogue accordingly, if that makes sense. Okay, this is real practical strategy and tactics for you guys to overcome fear. Because if you don't overcome fear, it's over for you. Fear will overcome you and your life will pass you by. How many people do we know that have amazing talent, that have a tremendous potential, but rot and die on the vine because of a fear? I have a childhood friend that comes to mind. Great guy, amazingly hard worker. He is crippled by his fear. And his fear has kept him in the same spot for a very long time, and it's sad to see. You know, I love the guy. I known him for a long time. I went like this, and he just went like that. And it's because he let fear kill him. Okay, so let's look up the definition of fear together here. I have it here. I have a whole section of fear on my Art of the Sale course book. Art of the Sale is a course book that I wrote from a webinar I did a very long time ago. And it's obviously not for sale. Otherwise, you guys would know, and I tell you that you could pick it up, but it's for Power Hour members and coaching clients only. It's pure gold. Fear is a noun. Fear is a noun, and the definition of fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. That's the definition of fear. An unpleasant emotion caused by the belief, okay, not the fact, not reality, but the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. Okay, you can see how this would apply in business now, right? Just by knowing the definition. I flip this on its head, man. I say that if you don't learn how to conquer fear and you don't know how to beat it and kill it where it stands, that your life will be an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. Okay, fear is something that isn't real. I mean, in my experience in life, a lot of the things I feared would happen never even happened. A lot of things I feared would happen in a deal never happened. And I'll tell you, the reason why, you guys are just getting to know me now on YouTube. You don't know who I am. You haven't worked with me, okay? I spent many years, all of my professional years, aside from what I'm doing now at ALP, in the contracting and construction world. Okay, and I've dealt with mega projects. I've been on teams that have done some really remarkable things. I have set records in New York City on certain things. And I'll tell you that In many times I will act as if I'm fearless. And it's simply because of a few things that I'm gonna help you understand right now. Number one is because I'm extremely confident in my skill set and what I do. You are not afraid doing something you know how to do. You're afraid when you fake the funk. You ain't afraid doing something you've done a million times. So I'm not afraid sitting down at a table and negotiating a construction contract. I'm not afraid making a cold call. I'm not afraid of closing a deal. I've done them so many times and have honed my skills in and so good at it. I have massive confidence in that area, mastery. I got no fear doing that. I have fear doing things that I know that I'm not going to be able necessarily to deliver at the highest level. That should be a giveaway right there, man. That get great at what you do. Understand everything about it. Become an expert, and you'll kill fear. The other portion of that is the B part, or number two, is that I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm way beyond that. In my 20s, I cared what people thought about me and what my peers thought about me. In my late 20s, when I really started to get in the game and make some money, I didn't give a damn anymore. And I certainly don't give a damn now. Right? So, like, I couldn't care less what somebody would think about me. The only thing I care about what people think about me is that I'm competent and I can deliver. I told you I was going to do a thing. I made an obligation or a promise to you, and I deliver on that. Then I want my reputation to be Wilkinson's the guy that delivers all the time. He's not going to lie to me. He's going to tell me this is what he's going to do, and he's going to get the job done. That's the only thing I care that you think about me as. Everything else, I couldn't care less. So that is a massive relief, man. Once you stop caring what other people think about you, your life will become limitless. Because the biggest reason why you have fear and or you don't do a thing is because you care about the opinions of other people. I don't care about the opinions of other people. For example, you guys are watching this video right now. If you don't like it and you don't like me and you got something to say, I couldn't care less. You're nothing to me. I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. I don't give a damn about you. The only guys I care about are the ones that say yes to me and like my message. The guys that spend money with me. The guys who become a part of my organization. The ones that don't, I don't care about you. I mean, how could I? At least I'm honest about it. Everybody else feels the same way, but they're dishonest about it. They go on vacation and they say, hey guys, I wish you were here. If you wished I was there, you would have invited me, right? Like, I ain't going to lie about it. I don't care about you. You don't like me. If you don't like me, then I don't like you. Period. So ain't going to prevent me from getting in front of a camera and getting my message out there and speaking to the world and talking to the people who do like me. And those are the guys I care about. The ones where this message resonates, those people, those are the guys I care about. The ones that say yes, not the ones that say no. The guys that say no are never going to spend money with you anyway, so what the hell do they matter? You start acting, thinking this way, you will have zero fear. I'm telling you, fear is false. It's an aberration. It's a ghost. It's your expectation of a thing that rarely occurs, if it will ever occur, and then you care about what other people think about you, so it's a massive drag on you. And you're trying to get this plane in the air, and you can't get the plane in the air, man, because you got a big, big headwind. I mean, it's bad, okay? Pulling you down. What you care about other people, man. Let me tell you, fear is also a signal, though. Fear is dynamic, right? It's also a signal to do the thing. And I'll tell you why I say that. It's a signal to do the thing because if you don't do the thing and get after it right now, the fear is going to get stronger. The phobia gets greater over time. The more you don't get on the roller coaster, the more years that pass that you don't do that, the greater that fear and stronger it becomes. So when you have that feeling, okay, pick up the phone, make the call. This is obviously in a business perspective here. You're afraid of dialing? Do it now. You're afraid of making that call? Do it. You're afraid of engaging? Engage immediately. Because if you don't do it at that point, it's going to get harder to do later. Okay? Cut the head off of it now. Okay? Fear is fake. Fear is an inside game. Become an expert at what you do and what you know how to do. Okay? Be great. That's what's going to give you your altitude, by the way. ALP, man. Altitude, logic, and pressure. Your altitude is the fact that you're an expert, that you know your stuff, that you're the guy that can actually get that person to the promised land. If you make a promise or an obligation to somebody, you're actually the guy that can deliver on that and get them where they need to go. You're going to deliver on your promise. That's going to give you altitude. That's going to cut your fear right there, man. You don't got altitude, you got massive fear. You got altitude, you got no fear. Okay? Then don't care what other people think about you. The only thing you should be worried about is if they think you're competent and they believe that you can deliver on the promises you make. If that is the case, you're flying like an eagle, man. You got nothing to fear. You will be, a 10 out of 10 on A of ALP, your altitude. Let me tell you, man, you can't get a deal done without altitude. You can't get a deal done without logic, and you can't get a deal done without pressure. They all need to be working. If you have one and not the other, or any one of the others, you won't get a deal done. Starts with altitude. Kill the fear. Get your altitude up, the fear will diminish. I promise. This is not a recommendation. This is a prescription. Okay? Listen to this over and over again. This is the real stuff. You don't need 6 hours of an audio or 300 pages in a book to know what fear is. I just told it to you. Understand your market. Know exactly what you do, man. Be an expert at that thing. Don't give a damn what anybody's got to say about you unless it's about your competency. If people are going to say negative things about you, because that's really what you're worried about. You're worried about the naysayers and the haters and the guys that say negative stuff. I'm going to tell you, on an economic planet, the only thing that matters is the guys that's going to transact with you. You want to help me, you can do business with me. It's going to take care of my business and can take care of my employees and my family. The best thing you can do for me is do business with me. The best thing I can do for you is do business with you. If you do business with me, I'm going to deliver on my promises and obligations to you no matter what. The guys that say no and don't like that or aren't down with it, who gives a damn about them? They're meaningless, completely worthless. Because they're saying no to your offer and they're saying no to you. And how is that going to help your family today? So you can't even think about it. You got to move forward with your plan. So why should somebody who says no is never going to transact with you anyway stop you from doing what you got to do? It's madness if you think about it. It's crazy. Okay? So do that thing you want to do. You've always wanted to do. You want to get in front of a camera, man. You want a YouTube channel, start it. I have a YouTube channel. I even forgot we had one. I don't care. Let's shoot the video and throw it up there, man. Who gives a damn? You want a YouTube channel? Start it, man. You want to start a business? Do it. You want to be a commission sales guy? Do it. Don't worry about what anybody's got to say, man. You got to live your life. I'm telling you, the biggest things that you think are going to happen to blow things up in your life don't happen. It's all in here. Fear is an aberration. What do they say? False expectations appearing real? Okay, use that if it helps. I just look at fear and I go, look, I got to pull the trigger on that. If this thing is scaring me, I got to pull the trigger on it. If this thing is scaring me and stopping me, there's something about it I don't know. I got to look in the mirror. What am I doing here? Do I not understand all of it? Am I faking the funk here? Am I worried about what somebody's thinking here? These are the things that I do in a split second in my mind. Your brain calculates like that, dude. Okay? You need to do the same. Okay, identify those things and then cut them out of your brain and move forward. Because what matters to you is absolute and total victory. It should. What should matter to you is your business, your family, and moving on to victory. Delivering for your clients and your customers. Not what anybody thinks about you. All right, that is how you kill fear forever.